Superfans are not a new phenomenon, but what they are is a lot more powerful in the world of social media than they've ever been before. I think in traditional businesses, people often looked at trying to understand their best customers, and they used various analytical techniques to do that. And companies like Dunnhumby with Tesco achieved huge success in identifying who those top customers were. And for us at StarCount, what we're trying to do is recognise that the relationship now between the fan and the business or the star is a much more dynamic, much closer relationship. And really the boundaries that existed in traditional media no longer exist in social media. You now have the star or the brand engaging directly on a dynamic basis with these superfans. Because what they've recognised is these connectors, these people who not only have a great passion for that brand, but they have a very large network of friends in their own right. And we have a situation in social media now where some of these superfans have, in their own right, over 1 million friends on Facebook. Now, if you have a fan or a customer consuming your product who has 1 million friends of their own, you have a fantastic opportunity to not just connect and engage with that individual, but to influence the viewpoint and perspective of another 1 million people. Because those people are following that individual because they trust them, they value them, they respect them. Their opinion is of use to that 1 million people. So for brands and stars, these superfans really are an opportunity to connect and engage with and influence large audiences of people. And we look at this as the 1% of fans. You know, we think there are 1% of fans of any brand or star who are truly engaged with that business. And that 1% can be disproportionately influential across the other 99. I think understanding the superfan's motivation is a really important part of winning favour with that superfan. I think it's not a new science, it's simply recognising the new media in which it exists. Understanding those superfans and their motivations and recognising their commitment and consumption of your business is really what will drive favour. There's nothing worse in life than if you know you are one of the biggest fans of a brand, yet they go out their way to encourage new fans with better offers. And there you are, you've been there since day one. You've been the fan that's been the stalwart. Yet every time that brand engages with its fans, it seems more interested in the fans it doesn't have. So I think it's really that basic principle of recognizing and rewarding those superfans and understanding their motivation. I think often people don't look beyond the individual to understand what's truly driving that motivation. And I think if you can understand that motivation and the analytical capabilities that we have in our business allow us to look at the motivations of the superfan. And I think once you have that, I think you can really get under the skin of what's driving their behavior and then really start to engage with them and reward and recognize the contribution they're making towards the success of your brand. I think the question that social media is now beginning to answer is, how can I monetize and commercialize my fan base? I think we would look now and say that first generation of social media now is well established and well rooted into business principles. We now have major social networks around the world for whom billions of people are adopting them and using them on a daily basis. The challenge now is to take those large audiences that have been aggregated in social media and start to really understand how businesses can monetize them. And I think really what we're looking at here are the principles of one-to-one communication. Never before has a media allowed you to understand more about your fan. And I think the challenge now for brands is to really get behind the opportunity that social media presents. Not now just look at scale. You may have 60 million Facebook friends. You may rightly say, and so what? But if you have got 60 million Facebook friends, what I would say to you is at least 1% of those Facebook friends are hugely engaged superfans who are hugely valuable to your business. Understand them, embrace them, understand their motivations, and they will drive real bottom line P&L benefit to your business.